Hello everyone, I'm Tom Wood. You may know me as TM Wood. I am the author of The Mad Architect, and you may also know me as The Racing Joker on my other YouTube channel where I do a whole bunch of stuff with race cars and video games. But don't worry about that. I don't plan on intertwining or intermingling these two audiences because, quite frankly, I can't presume the two would gel all that naturally. Anyways, on this YouTube channel, you'll be able to follow my journey as an author of the Mad Architect series and other books I plan on writing in the future. The Mad Architect is my first official foray into becoming a published author. It is a sci-fi fantasy novel. It's about 100,000 words, so not super long. It's set on a fictional version of Mars where there are people with special powers that allow them to control things like energy, as well as other things like matter, and the more powerful amongst them being able to control things like time and space. It is a story I've been wanting to tell and share for a long time, and it has long undergone many evolutions with rewrites, edits, and bouncing my ideas off of friends and family to truly hone it into something I can be proud of. The original seed, or hook, as you might say, for the story comes from an idea I had in high school whilst learning about energy and how it can be changed from one form to another through various equations that allow you to know how it would convert. Other things I learned was how it could just never be completely destroyed or created from nothing. It had to be a part of the larger equation and could never be taken out. That's probably a terrible way to put it, but basically, put simply, energy is a resource, and with the liberties you can take using a hard magic style system, I can give people the power to control it, convert it, wield it, and make it where the most capable wielders of things like energy are the ones who are resourceful and clever with where they get their energy from and how they use it and how they transform it and what kind of effects they can have on the environment and people around them. This would have been in 2015 when I had the idea, and I pitched it around the same time, possibly in 2016, to my father, the smartest guy I know, and if he liked it, I would pursue it and develop it into a story. Well, here we are with a published copy. We all know how that ended. It took a couple of rewrites to get to the current version of the book I'm on now. Some characters got completely removed. Some got put in. Some people's names were changed. I added even more powers and things for people to control. I made sure the setting was interesting, so I based it on a theory that basically says this: Mars used to resemble Earth, but that at the end of its lifespan, the core cooled down, the magnetic field was lost, geological processes stopped, the atmosphere dissipated, and life was no longer sustainable. Well, basically, the Mad Architect takes place on this Mars before the end of the world. Basically before it became the red barren planet that we see today. Back to the timeline of the book, eventually I finished the book whilst working as an over-the-road semi-truck driver, where I'd spend my evenings after my 14-hour shifts, usually, writing the book, eating a quick meal, and then going to bed, and rinsing and repeating that until I finally finished it. And I probably finished it in 2023, 2024-ish. I think it was 2023. After that, though, it was a matter of refining it into a good final product. This, of course, meant finding an editor. So I partnered up with Sarah Dagonia, who became my editor and did a remarkable job with spelling, grammar, structure, and even helped make sure the plot and characters worked. Then I found James Noble, otherwise known as the Noble Artist, who created this spectacular cover for the book. Then I found a company here locally in Washington called Village Books and Paper Dreams, who have helped me with self-publishing the book. I tried traditionally publishing. I'll talk more about that sometime in the future. It didn't work out for all sorts of reasons. So I went with self-publication, and I've learned a ton about publication through Village Books. They've helped with printing, distribution, copyright, and formatting. And as a result, I now have this. But it's not, it's a real book. It's super surreal. Smells like a book, looks like a book. I can read it, so it must be a book. And when I look at it, it's got ISBN numbers, a Library of Congress number. It's all legit. A real printed hardcover copy of my first book. And it's super surreal to be holding it in my hand like this, talking about it. But now, the rest is up to me to help get the book out there. And before I just go the more traditional route and save up $20,000 to $30,000 and go to like a marketing company like Smith Publicity to actually advertise the book in a more conventional way, I'm actually really excited to tackle the challenge of getting my book advertised and exposed myself without a budget and just seeing how it goes. But either way, I am really excited to be getting started. So wish me luck, because as of now, January 19th, the date of this video's release, you can now get a copy of The Mad Architect from a whole host of places. Barnes & Noble, Amazon. You can get it from the Village Books websites if you want. That's where I get the biggest cut. But get it from where you want to get it. And if you see it in stores, get it in stores. It's a legit book. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? I will see you guys in the next part of my journey.